Oh yes, we are back with another episode of the most sporadic football manager series there's ever been on YouTube, as we attempt to bring glory to Tupapa Maraerenga and the Cook Islands national team. Last time we made it all the way to the OFC Nations Cup semi-finals and advanced to Oceania World Cup qualifying as a result. But first we must catch up on the 2028 Cook Islands domestic season, which saw us make 0 transfers. To be honest, none were needed as we blasted through our first 7 games with a 100% win record, securing us the title with 3 games to spare. Well, that was easy. My 6th and the club's 7th consecutive crown. It did take us a last-minute goal from Jake McCoy to get through to the cup final, but the final itself was much more straightforward, as we put in an assured performance, waltzing to a 3-0 victory to now make it 6 doubles in a row. All that on-field success has brought up the prospect of a takeover again. Only this time, it actually happened. A new consortium coming in and pumping in £24,000? Not enough to go semi-professional, alas, though they did say the idea was enticing.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I mean, in a world where Harry Maguire signs for Cruz Azul in Mexico, anything is possible. Back in the league, we just missed out on another perfect season, but we'll happily take the Invincibles tag. Our focus shifted to the O-League next. We played Samoan champions Lupe first and had to fight back from behind, which we eventually did. It may not have been pretty, but Samuel Brogan delivering again in this competition. A draw, of course, was not an ideal start, meaning a win against host club Navatoka would be vital. Brogan got one early from the spot, and then 2 more goals would follow, as Ruane Pratley and Reich Maharman helped us to a 3-0 win, meaning a positive result against bottom side Iloa and Toamata in the final match would see us through. Another Sam Brogan penalty set us on our way, followed by a brace from Toru Mataraki, always a danger cutting inside from that right flank. Youngster Nukutu finished the game off as we earned a confident win and a spot in the group stage proper, where we would face a potentially tough group with Erakor Golden Star of Vanuatu, Hikari United from Papua New Guinea, and Labasa FC of Fiji. Much like our first game in the preliminary round, we had to fight back from behind. This time though, we were aided by a red card for our opponents, and the good fortune of an own goal, as we split the points with Erakor. Hikari United of Papua New Guinea were up next. Now this is a side that actually won the O-League back in 2010, but they proved to be a shadow of their former selves on this day as we completely picked them apart. 5 different players getting on the score sheet as we put the Papua New Guinean champions to the sword. Have some of that. Again, a point in our final game against host side Labasa would be enough to advance. The Fijians had to win to stand any chance of advancing and took the lead in first half stoppage time, but we fought our way back into the game in the second half, John Koiatu with the equaliser, and that was how the game stayed, as we made it to the quarterfinals but had to settle for second place. Still a tie with a team we've beaten before, Tiga Sport, and a place on the opposite side of the draw to the 2 New Zealand teams. Yeah, second place. We'll take it. Before we go any further with the O-League Youth Intake Day, not the best crop of talent this year, but Daniel Ariai is someone who we can use in midfield next season for sure. And it's also time to check in on the first couple of games from our World Cup qualifying campaign. Now, the media were not too optimistic about our chances, and sadly the media were proven right, as the All Whites put us to the sword, completely dominating the first half. All memories of that close game in the OFC Nations Cup semi-final quickly forgotten, as our opponent scored 5 without reply. I guess now we know how Hikari United felt. We would face Solomon Islands next, and this time we played much better, and even managed to grab a win, Jake McCoy the national hero. All of which means we need to win both remaining matches with a big swing in goal difference to stand any chance of going through. But those games come in June, so for now, back to the O-League. In New Caledonia for the first leg, we took a first-minute lead. That was thanks to Tatuava. Sam Brogan then doubled the lead on 19 minutes, and Tatuava then made it 3, putting us firmly in control before half-time. Tiga Sport would pull one back in the second half, but the damage was done and we held on for a massive win. Back at Victoria Park, we extended our aggregate lead further, Ben Matter and Sam Brogan with the first half goals. Tigersport would not give up though and pulled one back just before the break and levelled the scores from the spot in the second half, but our progress was never in doubt as we took the tie 5-3 on aggregate, setting up a semi-final with our group stage opponent Erekor. Not much to report from a tense goalless draw away from home, but with away goals in play, disaster struck in the home leg with the Vanuatuans taking the lead before half-time. But we are experienced at this level now. Sam Brogan equalised before Tatuava put us in front with 20 minutes to go with a goal that proved to be the winner. So for the third season in a row we make it to the O-League final, but this time something's different. As on the other side of the draw, both New Zealand teams made it to the semi-finals, but the mighty Auckland City stumbled, losing out to Wellington Olympic on away goals. We have played Wellington Olympic before, of course, meeting in the semi-final 4 years ago and getting eliminated on away goals. So can we go one better this time and get the win in our third attempt to win the O-League? And can Cook Islands get any further in World Cup qualifying? Well, those are going to have to be teasers for next time.